I'm starting to think I'm bad luck for the San Jose Earthquakes. I've made 3 San Jose Earthquakes videos, including this one, and the Earthquakes have scored 1 goal in the total of those 3. They were shut out in the first one I made, shut out in the second, and they only scored 1 goal tonight against Sporting Kansas City. So not looking too good for the Quakes these last couple of games. When I first started talking about them, which was a couple games into the season, they were up there first and second. I think they were second place in the standings behind Seattle. They're now 7th. Not somewhere you want to be compared to where you were, right? So the Earthquakes lost tonight to Sporting Kansas City. They actually got the first goal. Javier Eduardo Lopez got the goal 4 minutes into the game. But from there on, Sporting Kansas City was just dominant. They scored 1 goal in the first half, which was 15 minutes in, by Jalen Lindsey, and that was in the 15th minute. Alan Pulido scored 60 minutes into the game, and Daniel Saloy scored 75 minutes into the game. So the Quakes pretty much got dominated. And like I said, now they're 7th in the Western Conference behind Portland, Colorado, the Houston Dynamo, LA Galaxy, Sporting Kansas City, and the Sounders. And of those teams, they lost to 3 of those teams I just mentioned. Actually 4 if you count Houston, which was at the beginning of the year before I started talking about them. So yeah, not really what you want to be like in these last couple of games. They really got to turn it around, especially at home. But they were playing a good team. The shots were pretty equal. San Jose had 16 shots. Kansas City had 15. The shots on target were pretty fair too. I mean, 7 for Kansas City, 5 for San Jose. The Quakes had more possession, 58% to 42%, which really is crazy because these last couple of games, the Quakes statistically are the better team or very close to being the better team, but somehow they lose. It's just, it doesn't really make sense. They had more passes too. Why? Like, they had like over 100 more passes than the Sporting Kansas City. 511 to 394. 82% pass accuracy for both teams, 8 fouls for both teams, and yeah, eight corners for San Jose. So I mean, statistically, I don't understand why they're not winning these games. Maybe I'm just bad luck. But yeah, the starting lineup, the starting 11 was for San Jose was Thompson, Jungwirth, Alanis, Marie, Remedi, Ueli, Espinoza, Lopez, Cowell, and Rios, and in goal was Markanowski. So yeah, definitely, a solid lineup because Eduardo Lopez scored. Obviously, he's a pretty good player. There was yellow cards for Espinoza and Rios, and yeah. So in net for the Sporting Kansas City was Melia, and yeah. So I mean, we just got to turn this thing around. I mean, we don't play so often, and when we are, it's just we're losing. So I think the Quakes definitely got to regroup themselves. It's kind of interesting. So our next game, the Oakland Roots actually were playing the LA Galaxy 2. And the Quakes next game, they're playing the LA Galaxy. So both of my teams, my USL team and my MLS teams, are playing a variation of the LA Galaxy. One is playing the semi-pro and one is playing the actual LA Galaxy. Funny, right? So yeah, the Quakes will play the LA Galaxy on Saturday, May 29th, so a little ways away, a week actually. So they don't play too often. So they got to turn it around. I mean, looking at the standings and everything, like I said, 7th place, they're 3 and 4, and no ties yet. But they're very much in this race. The top team, Seattle, they have 5 wins. So I think we could definitely get up there. We have 9 points in terms of, that standing, and I think we're very capable of getting up there. So I think we just got to turn things around, get shots in the goal. Because like I said, these last 3 games that I've recapped, there's been 1 goal, which was tonight, by Javier Eduardo Lopez. So there's got to be more action. But there were some good saves out there. From when I did watch, there were some definitely good saves from both ends. So anyways, final score, San Jose 1, Sporting Kansas City 3. Full time. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. Go Earthquakes.